and welcome to Storm Reads. And today I would like to talk about my most anticipated middle grade reads for the first quarter. There's just too many books out there for me to do like the whole year or 6 months, so I like to split mine up into quarters. And I noticed that there was quite a few middle grade books that I've found that I would like to read, and I probably won't get to all of these, but I just thought I would go ahead and mention them. So I decided to split my anticipated up into 2 different videos, for one for middle grade and then one for any YA or adult books that I'm interested in. And so with that, I will get into my list because I do not want to make this video too long. I've got 19 books to talk about. So most of them you'll see a picture here because I have only one arc. The rest of them are just on my wish list. I do have a couple of e-arcs, but most of them I don't have. January 5th, I've got The City of the Plague Gods by Shada. Totally butchered that, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, it is an adventure based on ancient Mesopotamian mythology. It's got characters from the epic Gilgamesh populate. This high stakes contemporary adventure in which all of Manhattan is threatened by ancient gods of plagues, and it sounds like it's going to be a super cool adventure. It's from Rick Riordan Presents, and he always has really cool books, plus really cool covers. The covers are always really cool. And this one's 400 pages. And so yeah, that one just sounds really good. And then the next one I have is a little graphic novel. It's called Oh My Gods by Stephanie Cook, and it's #1 in the OMG. And it says that Karen is just an average 13-year-old from New Jersey who loves to play video games with her friends, watch movies with her mother, but when she moves to Greece to live with her eccentric, mysterious father Zed, suddenly everything she thought about herself, about life, is up in air. She ends up at a school for gods and goddesses, so I'm not sure exactly how she ends up there, except for maybe her father must be a god, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out if I get this. It's 208 pages, so yeah, it's just a fun little graphic novel. And on January 7th, I have The House at the Edge of Magic by Amy Sparks. And this one's from Walker Brooks. And it says, 9 is an orphan pickpocket determined to escape her life in the nest of 1,000 treasures. When she steals a house-shaped ornament from a mysterious woman's purse, inside are some interesting characters that hope 9 can break the spell that they are under. And that cover is super cute. And it's 240 pages, and I really hope to get my hands on this one because it sounds so good. And then January 12th, I have my one and only actual arc that I've gotten so far for this year. I'm so excited. This one is Alone by Megan E. Freeman, and it is a book told in verse, so I'm a little leery of that. I haven't ever read a book in verse before, but I couldn't help it. This one did sound good, so I thought I would give it a try and hope that I like it. And it's about a harmless scheme turns into a nightmarish adventure when 12-year-old Maddie wakes up to discover she's completely alone, left behind in a town that has been mysteriously evacuated and abandoned. With only a neighbor's dog for companionship, all the books she can read, and whatever food and resources she can forage, she must figure out how to navigate this new reality. So it says it's written in sparse verse that reflects the character's isolation and loneliness. This is a powerful novel of strength and perseverance that will keep readers thinking long after the last page is turned. It's like 401 pages, but I'm sure it's going to read super quick because it is in verse. Like I said, it sounds like it's going to be a really good adventure, and I hope I like the verse the way it's done. Like I said, I've not read one like that before because I wasn't sure if I would like them. I'm not really a big poetry person, but hopefully I will like this. And I got this from Simon & Schuster. And then another one that I have for January 12th is The Nightmare Thief by Nicole L'Esperance. Hopefully I said that right. And this one is from Sourcebook, and it's a girl, a dream shop, and a nightmare thief determined to get revenge. Marin breaks a rule, and a new customer for her shop has been following Marin and knows what she did. And the stranger has laid the perfect trap to blackmail Marin and into creating custom nightmares for a dark and terrible purpose. So Marin is a dream maker, but this thief is going to make her make nightmares instead. So it sounds like it could be really cute. I actually have an e-arc of this one, so I will be getting to it soon. It's 304 pages. And another one on the 12th is Clues to the Universe by Christina Lee. I think that's how you say it. And this one is from Quilltree Press, which is a HarperCollins imprint. And it says, the only thing that Rosalind Garotti, I don't know if I said that right, loves more than watching NASA launches with her dad is building a rocket with him. When he dies unexpectedly, all Ro has left of him is an unfinished model rocket they have been working on together. Benjamin Burns doesn't like science, but he can't get enough of Spacebound, a popular comic book series. When he finds a sketch that suggests that his dad created the comic, he's thrilled. Too bad his dad walked out years ago, and Benji has no way to contact him. And it's about two unlikely friends who face bullies, grief, and their own differences. And I do have an e-arc of this one, and I am excited to get to it. I learned this year that I kind of like middle grade contemporaries, so I have picked a select few contemporary ones for my list that I am kind of interested in trying, and this was one of them. And I really like it when two people that are really different, especially kids, can come together and be friends and everything. Then on January 19th, I've got Karma Moon, Ghost Hunter by Melissa Savage. This is from Crown Books, and it's 352 pages. And it says, while staying in a haunted Colorado hotel with her father's ghost hunting television series, Karma Moon must battle her anxiety, interpret the signs of the universe, and get footage of a real ghost. You know, the usual. And I always like to find some good paranormal, kind of spooky middle grade books. And so I'm hoping this one's going to hit the mark. Another one for January 19th is Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. And this is from Blazer and Bray. And I actually have an e-arc of this one, so hopefully I'll get to it soon. And this one's a whopper at 416 pages. So hopefully it's good. And it's Quentin Peters was a golden boy at Rosewood Low-Income Housing Project, receiving full scholarship offer to 2 different Ivy League schools. When he mysteriously goes missing, his little sister, 13-year-old Amari Peters, can't understand why it's not a bigger deal. Why isn't the story all over the news? And why do the police automatically assume that he was into something illegal? Then Amari discovers a ticking briefcase in her brother's old closet, a briefcase meant for her eyes only. There's far more to Quentin, it seems, than she ever knew. He left her a nomination for a summer tryout at a secretive bureau for supernatural affairs. And so, looks like some good supernatural adventure is going to ensue with that one. And so, I can't wait, and the cover is really pretty. Okay, so on January 26th, I have Chef Yasmin and the Potato Panic by Walter Maynard. I hope I said that right. Sorry if I butchered it. This one is from First Second Books, and it is a silly, action-packed graphic novel about a young chef who is the only one who can protect her town from an onslaught of scientifically enhanced, highly addictive potatoes. And after just one bite, their behavior changes. They slobber, chase cats, howl at the moon. What's the secret ingredient in this potato that has everybody acting like a crazy a bunch of crazed canines. Yasmin needs to find the cure, and fast. This one is 160 pages, and it just sounds like a super cute graphic novel, and so I would love to get my hands on that one. And then February 2nd, I've got The Boyfield Show and Tell by Jordan Sonnenblick. Probably butchered that too. Okay, and this one is supposed to be, I guess, maybe loosely based on the true story about the author. It says, in a typical school year, every kid has one or two things that go wrong, but for Jordan, there are a lot go wrong all the time. And so this year, his teacher hates him, like really hates him, like is totally out to get him, even when he tries to be good, and is willing to fail him on the simplest things like show and tell. But he has a pet snake that has like a whole bunch of babies, and he just has a whole lot of things going on this year. So he needs to keep his cool, bang on his drums a lot, and keeping a sense of humor all the time. Jordan is going to try to make it through this year and grow up to write a book all about it. And so that one is 224 pages from Scholastic Press, in case I forgot to say. And then this next one is probably one that's really high on my list, so I hope I can get a hold of an ARC or an e-ARC of this one. And this one's from Aladdin Books, and it's called The Hedgehog of Oz by Corey Leonardo. Look at the cute little hedgehog, so cute. This one, it says it's Wizard of Oz meets The Wind in the Willows, in this middle grade novel from the author of Simple Art of Flying, which I've never read. But it is about a theater-dwelling, Oz-loving hedgehog goes on a journey of a lifetime to find his way home in this tale of loyalty, friendship, loss, and hope. And I know it says that he lives in the theater is called the Emerald City Theater. And so it's got a lot of little quirky little things in there about the Wizard of Oz. And it has, he meets some people from the Mouseskin Land. So instead of Munchkin Land, it's Mouseskin Land. So got some little mice. And it seems like mice are a big thing right now. And yeah, that one just sounds really cute. And it's like 400 pages. And yeah, I'm super excited about that one. And that's the only two I have for February. So on to March. I've got March 1st. There is Alessa in Atlantis, The Forbidden Veil by Nathalie Lane. And this one is from Independent Book Publishers Association. And it is not unusual for 12-year-old Alyssa to lose control of her emotions and create a scene at school. It is unusual when one day she's attacked there by a giant frog monster and plunged into the underwater realm of Atlantis in an overturned boat. So yes, super curious about what's going to happen and how and why she is going to Atlantis. So that one's 313 pages. And then on March 2nd, I have Delphine and the Silver Needle by Alyssa Moon. It's from Disney Hyperion. And this one says, to unravel any mystery, find the knot. When Delphine, a young orphan dressmaker mouse living in the walls of Cinderella's chateau, stumbles upon an enormous secret, it upends everything she thought she knew. The magical tailor mice of legend really exist, racing to stay ahead of the King Midnight, the fearsome leader of the rats who is bent on harnessing age-old magic. Delphine embarks on an epic quest to uncover the truth about the past. And this one sounds like it's going to be super cute, and it's for readers who like magic adventures with tiny heroes with very big hearts. And I seem to have a thing for books with mice in it, so I'm really super excited about that one. And another one on March 2nd is The Memory Thief, which is book 1 in the 13 Witches series by Jodi Lynn Anderson. This one is from Aladdin. It's 336 pages. And this one is a fantastical and heartfelt first installment in a new trilogy about 13 witches who are responsible for all the evil in the world, and the girl set out to defeat them. Full of magic, bittersweet truths, this tale is perfect for fans of The Girl Who Drank the Moon, which I haven't read. Shame on me. But yeah, this one sounds like really cool. Her mother, I guess she's kind of nasty to her, and she finds out that it has to do with these witches, and these witches took her mother's memories, so she, I guess maybe doesn't have memories of her daughter, and so that's why she isn't really nice to her, and so she sets out to rectify that. And on March 4th, I've got Mort the Meek and the Raven's Revenge by Rachel Delahy. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. This is from Little Tiger Press. It's 224 pages, and it's the first in a wickedly funny series about an inspiring pacifist in a brutal kingdom. On Brutalia, violence is a way of life. Ravenous ravens circle overhead, monstrous grot bears cause chaos, and the streets are bulging with brawls. But Mort isn't like the other islanders. He's determined to live peacefully. His struggle is made even tougher when the cruel queen appoints Mort as royal executioner. No one has challenged the royals and lived to tell the tale. Can Mort keep his head and outwit the queen? Sounds like a good one, and look at that cover, it's cute. And the next one I have is on March 9th, and it's from Viking Books, and it's called The Wild Hunts Boys by Martin Stewart. It says, Luca doesn't believe in fairies, and so when his sister asks him to take care of her fairies, he agrees because he's going to miss her. But then he breaks his promise, things get ugly. Fairies are real and not happy at the way he's treated them. With the aid of his new friends, a savvy techie, a quiet evacuee, and an unlikely ally, Luke has 3 days to turn his house into a fortress. But his problems are even more complicated than he thought. It's not just the fairies who are out to get the wild hunt boys. If Luca fails, those closest to him might pay the price, and time is running out. So this sounds like one where fairies are not the cute little fairies, and so I'm always down for that. And the cover is really cute, and I can't wait. And then I have one for March 16th. And this is actually the only author on this list that I've actually read a book from before. So I wanted to try another one of hers to see if I enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed the one that I read. This one is called Across the Pond by Joy McCullough, and it's from Anthem Books. It says, Callie can't wait for her new life to start. After a major friendship breakup in San Diego, moving overseas to Scotland gives her the perfect chance to reinvent herself. On top of that, she's going to live in a real-life castle. Although, when she gets there, she finds out that the castle's a bit run down. Inspired by a journal that she finds hidden in her bedroom, Callie decides to join a birding club. Sure, it sounds unusual, but at least it's not sports or performing. But when she clashes with the club leader, she risks losing a set of friends all over again. Will she ever be able to find her flock and make this strange new place feel like home? And this one is a short one. It's only 288 pages. This year, I read A Field Guide to Getting Lost, and it actually made it, I think, on my most surprising list for the year, because I was very surprised that I enjoyed the contemporary middle grade. I wasn't sure that I would. I enjoyed a couple of contemporary middle grades, which is why I decided to go ahead and put a few on my list to see if it was a fluke or if I'm actually enjoying middle grade contemporary now. Okay, and the next one I have comes out on March 30th, and it is called The Accidental Apprentice by Amanda Foody, and this is number 1 in the Wilder Lore series. It's by, it comes out from Margaret K. McElderry Books, and it's 304 pages. It's about a boy who accidentally bonds with a magical beast, and he must set off on an adventure in the mysterious woods in this whimsical and cheeky middle grade fantasy debut, perfect for fans of Nevermore and How to Train Your Dragon. I believe it says something about they're not supposed to bond with a magical beast, and so he kind of gets kicked out of wherever he's living. And I know Amanda Foody has done a young adult book, so this is her debut into middle grade. And I've not read her young adult series, but I've heard a lot about it, and I know a lot of people like it. So I'm curious about this one, and it just looks good, and the cover is really cool. And then the last book I have is also on March 30th, and it's called All You Need Is Love by Tanya Guerrera. And this one is from Macmillan. It's 336 pages. And it is about 12-year-old Alba who doesn't want to live with her estranged grandmother in Barcelona. But her mother needs her to be far, far away from their home in New York City because this is the year that her mother is going to leave Alba's abusive father. Hopefully, if she's strong enough, she'll finally do it. Alba is surprised to find that she loves Barcelona, forming a close relationship with her grandmother, meeting a supportive father figure, and making new friends. Most of all, she discovers a passion and talent for bread baking. When her beloved bakery is threatened with closure, Alba is determined to find a way to save it, and at the same time, she may just come up with a plan to make their family whole again. So there you have it. That's 19 books that are middle grades that I am anticipating for January to March. Like I said, there is a lot of them. That's just 19 out of a whole bunch of books that I've seen. I'm sure that I could probably have found a lot more. I just kind of got these for some lists and things that I seen on the internet. Did a little research, but not a lot. And I'm sure if I would have done more, I would have found way more. But this was a lot. And so, yeah. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.